everything went wrong, but that's okay. For example, just now before I record this video, I already planned to talk about another topic, but just like a few moments before I record this, suddenly this topic pop up in my head. Is about how sometimes things doesn't go the way we plan, and the attitude that we need to have, that it's okay. I wish it's that simple. When I was younger, I would like to tell me past, in the past now, that everything is going to be fine. And in this video, I think this time I'm going to talk about that. By the way, I'm scratching my dog here. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my vlog day 3. Currently, I'm in a commitment of making one video a day. I don't know until how long, but this is my attempt to grow my subscriber number because I kinda need it. I kinda need it. Yeah, so if you want to help me grow and see more of my contents, please subscribe now or later, up to you. My name is Flora Marcella. You can call me Flo. I am an Indonesian coming from Jakarta, but currently I live in Bali for 10 years already because I like it here. If you are from other part in the world that doesn't know where is Bali, it's in Indonesia and it's a very beautiful island. I invited you to come here. I might not be able to see you personally, but the beach, the ocean, the energy here is pretty awesome. I think you will like it. You might like it. I don't know what is your preference, but yeah, let's talk about how sometimes our plan doesn't work. And I think that is good. When we create something, we sometimes already have a picture in our mind about how we want it to look like, how we want it to turn like, how long it's going to be done, how long it's going to be finished, and who we want to work with. So we already have this expectation in our mind, and it's not just about creating a project or in achieving our dream or in finishing something. It's also in our relationship with people, I think, because when we create a project, we create something, we cannot do it by ourselves. We need to collaborate with other people, and dealing with people, mostly there's a lot of things that we cannot control, and it's good because that's where the surprise is. That's what make it fun. I think if we already know everything, we'll just go the way we plan. We will get exactly what we want when we want it. We will become, maybe if we see it from the perspective of people who live in this kind of chaotic world where we don't always get what we want, maybe when we get what we want when we want it, then we will feel happy and joyful and enjoy it. But imagine if that's what always happened all the time. Since the day we born, we always get what we want when we want it, and everything is just there, and we don't have to do anything. That we have no fear, we have no challenges. I think it's quite a boring existence. So I think this is an attitude that I want to share to you all friends who are in a journey of trying to break your family pattern, who most of our previous generation have a certain way of life that is, I think, is quite rigid. Like we have a role, maybe as a doctor, as a teacher, as a mother, as a husband, as a wife, as a salaryman, businessman, entrepreneur, we have to work hard, we have to work certain hour a week, and we have to always make money and etc., something like that. But I think in this era we have the gift of internet, and I think um we don't have to suffer as like, I mean, like, we don't have to work as hard as our previous generation have to. Actually, they don't have to work that hard anyway, but I think we all being brainwashed since we are a kid that we have to work hard and play hard. But I think we can just like work slow and play slow, and I think that's what will make our lifespan longer. Because we are always grinding and always spend our time, like making money. And we will be able to have more time to enjoy simple things, little things in life, like communication with our loved one, being present for them, and just playing and enjoying time. And I think that's the kind of life that I want to live, a life that is not centered around material things and money, and but more into like just things that make me happy. Because you know what, I met a lot of people, mostly from previous generation, who have a lot of money, but they don't seems to be really happy, and they have a lot of health problems, and they're worried a lot. They worry a lot. Well, I know when they're born they live in a different situation and condition than we are now. Maybe they're born when there's war and etc., and they have different mindset. But I just want to invite you who watch this video to be more relaxed and less, don't be so serious. And especially when we are have a plan and the plan doesn't work the way we plan, or when we are making a mistakes ourselves. I think like when I grow up, like, I think a mistake is something that seen as bad thing. I was like I was like expected to be perfect. They don't say it, but that's how the dynamic going energetically, I think. Because um, for example, if I don't do things right in school, then I will get bad grade and I will be shamed. Something like that. I don't know exactly. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but pretty much that. But the more I grow and the more I meet people with, different way of life, people who are, have a lot of wisdom, who tend to be more humble and relaxed, and not so worried when they make mistakes. I think the other reason is because they also have more self-love, so they forgive themselves easily when they make mistake, and stop beating themselves up, even if the mistake cost them money. I think that's another thing that I also want to share, is to not make the money the center of our life. I think because I grew up in a family who always have a money problem. Well, I don't know, that's my wait. Okay, that's just my my neighbor. I learned to not always think about money and always counting how much I have to spend if I make this mistake, and I would just like uh spend it if it's needed. Like for example here, Papito, my dog, who just spent who just made me spend 13 million rupiah, or around 1000 USD, because he have like a medical problem. I was planning to use the money I have to travel, but there's a change of plan because apparently he needs it more. So I just delay my plan. No big deal. I will make more money and go when I have enough money, and I believe that it will be a better timing for me, and I can use this time now to be present and be with my dog here and nurse him to health back. He have bladder stone surgery recently, and these opportunities also allow me to process a lot of sadness that I might not be able to access if this even doesn't happen. So I learned to be grateful for this even as well. And yeah, make mistake because sometimes we don't know, we don't have enough information to always get things right. And I think AJ from Divine Truth said that the way God see mistakes is very different from how humans see mistakes. Sometimes we see mistake as something like very big and unforgivable, but from God perspective, mistakes just a feedback. uh, just like it's just a simple thing, means that you don't have enough information yet about that thing, and that mistake will allow you to learn the missing to learn what's needed, that will help you find the missing piece, the missing piece, the missing piece, the missing piece from the puzzle that you try to put together. So we learn from our mistake, and if the mistake make you feel pain, then just feel the pain. I mean, like, I learned to not be, like such a pussy in this journey, because apparently we are a pretty strong being. Our heart is like what Sia said. We got an elastic heart. Our heart is meant to grow and expand, and when we expand the capacity of our heart, capacity of our soul, we will stretch our soul. It will feel uncomfortable. We will make a lot of mistakes, and a lot of things could go wrong, but it's okay, because what's real matter is that we are growing and we are learning, and we we experience things. We are alive. We Yeah, it's nice. I also remember what AJ said, that even if you feel like you need to move to another city and you have to spend, let's say, $5,000 to move to that city, and then when you move to that city, you for after a month you feel like, wow, I think I have enough of this city, and you decide to move back to your, or like your place that you just moved from. It's okay, and then you have to spend another $5,000, and it's fine because money will always come and go. But the lesson that we learn is more precious than anything, and so not and so we don't have to beat ourselves down for making mistake, and just forgive ourselves and move on and try to be better next time. Learn more, like get more information from people who experience the same thing, who have more experience, can, if you are like in a project of trying to making something, we can spend our money, which is our energy, like money is an energy, so just spend the energy to pay for someone else's energy who know how to do it better. So wow, that's 15 minutes. I think that's for today. I hope you find these vlog useful. I just oil my hair with coconut. If you see it's shiny, I haven't washed it. Maybe tomorrow morning I will leave it overnight. I just wish you a relaxing weekend. Today is Saturday, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.